Had me go through this to make it funny to tell y'all. Because some people get so serious in their life that they don't understand when to have the funny with it. Because I'm going to tell you, the funny is not the children. The funny is who you procreate with. That's where the funny comes from. Showtime. Because people talk differently before the baby ain't, I'm going to do this, girl, I'm going to do this, you don't got to never worry about nothing. So that baby get here like, who the fuck did I lay down with? Mindsets change, you understand what I'm saying? They get old enough, man. Hey, look, you want to send them to private school? I sure do. So I'm thinking, are we on the same page? What's this private school? It's only $10,000 a month. Only? Bitch, I don't sell drugs. What kind of private school is this? What are they teaching this boy in private school, man? Is he going to work on Wall Street when he's 9? Like, what are they teaching in this private school, man? You know what I'm saying? So, because kids are expensive. They are a blessing, but they're expensive. But people don't want to have that conversation, man, because they think you're being mean. They're not. They're not. I remember one time, you know, my son said, don't worry about it, Pop. When I get grown and start working, I'm going to pay you back. I said, nigga, you already $2 million in the hole. You don't have to pay me back. Because it'd be little shit. You know how many pair of sneakers I bought him to play AAU for him to sit on the bench? That's embarrassing. So I told him, won't you get the team sneaker, right? No, whatever the fresh sneaker that came out, he got to get there. I said, don't do that because it draws attention. Because even parents like, oh, Shorty got the new LeBrons on. He must be nice. And you sat the whole time with new LeBrons on. So now the parents in the audience, I got to decide, am I going to get kicked out of this game or go to jail defending you? But they don't look at it like that, right or wrong. Mothers don't see it that way. Oh, that's your son. That is my son who's on the bench with new ass LeBron. You don't look at it. Well, is it the money? It ain't the money. It's the status. Listen to what they saying. She still ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? That Shorty right there get the game, the whole game, and he win number 23. How the fuck you got on 23 LeBron and on the bench? Now I have to say something. Because women don't use logic. That's her baby, so now she emotional. You gonna be talking about my motherfucking son like that? Get him, Lawrence. Bitch, this bitch is 6'8", 900 pounds. Let me rap to him, man. Nigga stood up, looked over, yeah, get me like the fuck she said. Sir, please, man. Let me rap to you over here, man. You know, women don't play when it comes to their baby, man. This motherfucker finally got in the game, right? He got in the game. Nigga got to steal, breakaway, fast. All he got to do is lay it up. This motherfucker do this shit. Lay the ball in the square. This motherfucker got to the rim and do this shit. The ball go up and hit the top of the backboard. And then go into the rafter that hold it, so all you hear is gun, 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 gun. You know you hear the ball, gun, 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 gun. The coach did this, Owens. And why you take my baby out? Bitch, shut up, you know. We know why he got taken out. That ain't fair. And then when the emotion kick in, if it was a little white child, it got shit to do with. Now you want to bring race into it. If it was a white boy that did that shit, see y'all are racist. Ain't no white person in the gym. It don't got nothing to do with that, sweetie. The money that I'm supposed to be like for him to like train and get better, I'm using that to spend to fuck other women. So the problem is, he's gonna have to learn how to work hard on his own. Let me go, y'all. See, I can't even, I thought he's building a rapport. I can't even talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look, the money for it, so I ain't had no trainer. I had to make the basketball team on hard work. Why can't my son work hard? You're supposed to get money for a trainer. I promise you I did, but I'm telling you, man, these young motherfuckers at the time, that's what I was into, they were struggling. Maybe God sent me in their life to help them. So when I tell that joke, women, see you laughing, you know, and she on the course, you know what I'm saying, but she been judging. Light skin been judging me, you understand what I'm saying? You laughing, and she laughed here and there, but light skin been judging me, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get mad at me. Oh my God, why are you spending money on the young girls? Here's my comeback. Then you give her the money, and she don't have to trick with me. Now the mentality change, women don't want to hear that. You give her the $400 she asked me for, and then you don't have to worry about me tricking with her. See how quiet it is? Exactly. That's my whole point. That's the whole point. Let her come to you for the money. You'll bring him into it. Get him, because I don't like how he said it to me. Now you got to go swing on me. That's how the world works. That's the circle of life. Para the banya, para the bisi. That's the circle of life. She got to make him mad at me, or he ain't gonna get no put. I know how the game goes. I tell that woman all the time, you should leave them young girls alone. You having sex with them for 300, then you give her the 300. Baby, just protect yourself, because God. When you really start coming at money, that's when logic kick in. I'm telling you that right now, man. It's not the fact that I want to trick on them for 300. I just happen to have it, and this is what they want to do for it. But that's God blessing them through me. That's where blessings come from. That's not a blessing. Y'all didn't come together and formulate a Hampton Pamper Drive to help this young lady, did y'all? She sought me out. I was minding my business. I was trying to say, where am I going to get the money to get my son trained? But then God said, you know what? I got something better for you with that money. I need you to help a struggling girl between 23 and 25. Okay. Exactly. It says in the Bible, like my grandmama said, it's in the book of Keith. You know, she'll make up some shit. It's in the book of Keith. Keith hung with Jesus and Peter. You start saying shit to black people, they get scared. For real, Keith hung with Peter, and they said, give us thy loaf of bread, and thy tongue is wicked, saith the Lord. That's in the Bible. All right, let me get up out of here, man. I didn't talk too much shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I do. We do this every Thursday, but I'm here every first Thursday. I just appreciate y'all letting me be a part of your time. That's all I'm saying. I'm Lawrence Owens, man, but I'm going to get this show started. That's what he do. But here's my style before I go. Always remember this. It's not about you getting mad at me. I want y'all to say this on the way home. Did that nigga lie? Don't listen to her. I'm talking about listen to me. He just like picking on me and talking shit. You understand what I'm saying? And I keep telling her all the time, man, thou shalt not be blessed with no dicketh, if thy attitude stinketh. That's in the Bible. It's in the book of John. Look in the book of John. Thy mouth runneth, and thy dicketh goeth away. If thy mouth shutteth, dicketh shall be blessed upon thee. Look at these women, dicketh blessed upon thee. She don't like if thy joketh, but thy dicketh is there. This one too, I can grab thy crotches and jack it off if I shall please her. She cannot, because thy mouth still going to. It's still going to. Shut thy trapper, as the Lord said. For thy dicketh leaveth if thy trapper moveth. Put thy penis in her throateth and smite thy throateth like thee. Thrust thy penis within thy... So they ain't have sex back in the biblical times. How did we get here? Y'all think Jesus appeared, you know what I'm saying, Adam and Eve, and their 2 sons, and that's it. And then we got from there. Somebody did some serious hunching back there. My line, sir, right or wrong? So now I can't talk to him either. All right, it's just us two now. It's us two. Because he left me a long time ago. He was first, you know what I'm saying? And he was with me now. I can't do that. My lady's a devout Christian, man. She preaches on Sundays. I can't go for that. I'm just joking, man. Y'all being good sports, man. What's your name, good brother? I'm Lawrence, man. What's your name? Takesha? Dawn? Alan? Eddie? Appreciate y'all being good sports. Clap it up all in, man. Y'all clap it up, y'all being good sports. All right. Let's get this young lady to the stage, man. Last time that she was here, she do her thing. I really appreciate her, you know what I'm saying, coming out, man. Part of a wife husband duo. It's nothing like when you can do it with your significant other, man, which makes it that much more fun. So I'm glad she's here again to do her thing. I need everybody start clapping right now. Everybody start clapping right now. Everybody start clapping. Let's go to the stage. Owens.
Nice little tree. The best part about being married, and I believe, now I'm not an avid Bible reader, but I do recall there might have been a part where you can't lay in bed with a woman when she's on her monthly cycle. That I agree upon. Just go to the other room. You know what? Burn the house down, forget the sheets. So So this is my second time here, and I have to say, this place is cute. It's quaint, the food smells good, but I live in Springfield, so I took my food to go. You know, I'd work the next morning. I shit you not. I got my little to-go box of wings, and I opened it up, and it's like the genie himself just appeared. Like, the amount of beautiful, delicious smoke that just kind of came out like a little wave, and someone popped up. It's like, oh, you're hungry, you can eat. But the best part about it though, all my safety features in my car turned off for a blink second. Those wings were to die for though. Oh God, I would have taken them in a heartbeat on the side of the road. So I'm not a big internet person. I mean, I go on it every once in a while and I kind of know the trends, but I for sure thought the ALS trend was gonna go down to the ground, like all the donations that people do after it. It didn't. I found out that with the ALS challenge, after you dump the ice water on the head, you're supposed to put a link underneath your video so someone can click on it and donate. People don't do that. They just don't do that. So I thought that we can make this better. If someone's not gonna donate, I mean, I'm not gonna donate because I don't have the money, but I can make suggestions, like most women. And I think we should do it in the dead of winter. I want you barefoot in the snow, wearing your clothes. We're getting fully immersed here. If you're supposed to mimic your muscles seizing up, I want you holding 2 bags of groceries. One has a gallon of milk in it though. Heavy as fuck, so heavy. I want you to dump that ice water wearing a winter coat. I also want to see you walk to your towel. People get their towels handed to them. No, I want to see you walk to your towel. If we're gonna take on the experience of our muscles seizing up, we're doing it the right way. Bringing our groceries in the dead of winter. Also, I do find it fascinating though, a lot of people come up with certain things. They do things they shouldn't do. There was some guy in a white lab coat with a science degree. They decided to bring back the woolly mammoth. But here's the catch. It's in mouse form. It is cute, I will say it is very cute. Very cute, but you still brought back a prehistoric animal. But my question is though, like, did anybody think about this? Because if you go to the vet, you have advertisements for flu shots for your dogs. You just brought back a prehistoric animal that is not hyperallergenic. It's just not gonna happen. No one's gonna like it. But if they're cloning other things, which we know they are, I really, truly want to see them clone a dinosaur, because at that point, we're going to find out if it's actually a dragon or a big chicken. But there was a documentary, though, on this, and it's called Jurassic Park. There's also part of the documentary where rich people decided to buy dinosaurs for themselves, and they could not handle them. And that's where Tiger King comes into play. Somebody somewhere is going to end up with these dinosaurs that don't know how to take care of them, and they're on them. It's just going to happen. But don't worry though. Some scientists did find a mummy. They took the mummy up from their beautiful home in a pyramid, which I think I was pretty content there. It's a blessed little pyramid. Somebody got paid to go into a pyramid and to unearth a mummy. They went into the stomach with some ultrasound and they're like so amazed that they have all of their like intestines in their stomach, and they're just so mesmerized, everything's still intact. And they want to know how they preserve the body so well. Well, I don't really think we should care about that, because I'm wondering if next time they upend like a mummy like that, that's when you're going to get the second global plague. I don't think it was a loud leak. I think somebody took a mummy who shouldn't have taken a mummy, and they just disturbed its slumber. But the best part about all of that, though, is that people are still going to keep doing the things they're not supposed to be doing, and it's just going to be the name of science, which I do find it fascinating that they can get into like a mummy and they can like make a mammoth, but they still don't know how to make your primary care visit any less cheaper. Just saying. So I got a bike, and I was so excited I started riding my bike, and I started feeling a little bad. I just turned 36, so I'm kind of like, you're not the same, you're not in shape anymore. Well, here's the thing. I will never be in shape like I was. I will never climb the Eiffel Tower on the Stairmaster 3 to 4 times a week. Because I did that off of diet pills, terrible relationships with unavailable men, and then just an awful amount of caffeine. So now, instead of the caffeine, I take magnesium for things like this. I take magnesium for bed. It's a little better on my heart. But my bike ride is fun though. I wear a helmet because I'm afraid of like hurting my head now for all of a sudden. But yeah, I do try to go back in the Stairmaster. It doesn't happen. I can't fucking get back on that. I'm happy with where I am. But you guys have a lovely night. It's only up from here. Have a nice night.
Quick cut it up. Y'all give Paige a round of applause. Clap it up for Paige, y'all. Y'all give her a round of applause, man. Clap it up. All right, y'all. Next up, coming to the stage. Again, I told you, man, husband-wife duo. Here come the other half. I need everybody start clapping right now. Everybody start clapping right now. Let's welcome to the stage Matthew, Patrick.
How we doing, everybody? Yeah? Yeah? How we doing, everybody? All right, there we go. That's more like it. Give it up for my wife. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. It's mine. Back off. Oh, God. Goodness. Great. Yeah. But, was it Lawrence was talking about sending kids to private school? So I did go to private school, and now I'm doing comedy, so that worked out. So, trading stocks? No. Trading Pokemon cards is more like it. So, all right, I like to get a feel for what kind of crowd I'm working with here. So, I got a question for y'all. When you're at the grocery store, and you're done loading up your car, do you bring the cart back to the little cart return, or do you just leave it somewhere in the parking lot? You bring it back? Why? You just bought a bunch of really expensive groceries, especially eggs. And then they use that money to pay somebody to go get them. Well, as somebody who used to go collect those cards, I was a big fan when they were like on the opposite side of the parking lot, because it was a good like 20 minutes where I just wouldn't have to listen to Greta argue over her Colgate coupon that was 3 months expired. You know, just taking my time out there, grabbing the cards, coming back. Oh no, oh I missed one, I gotta go all the way back. I'll be in soon, Cindy, you just keep bagging away. God, have you ever like bagged groceries for people before? They're bossy. They tell you how to bag it. Don't put the eggs on the bottom, you're gonna crush them. Can I get a separate bag for the eggs? And they want you to wrap it in a little bow too. Make it look pretty, like you're like, I don't know, like a balloon animal. Oh God. My workplace, I do cinnamon sales. And at the workplace, they're trying to boost morale because they don't pay us commission. So they decided to have us play this little Connect 4 game, where if you do a demo feature of a product with a customer, you get to go and put a chip in, and at the end of the day, the team with the most chips and the most Connect 4s gets a point. And with that point, whoever wins at the end of the quarter gets an extra 15-minute break. I immediately did not participate because I steal more than that in a quarter. I steal at least 15 minutes a week, so really there wasn't much incentive here. But hey, morale, right? They called them 15s. I think that was the most annoying part about it. And our manager printed his face on it too, just to remind us how, I don't know, ugly he is. But yeah, so I'm getting close to 40. And thank you, I appreciate that eye bulge. Disbelief. But believe it or not, I'm getting close to 40. And I feel like there's a point in a lot of guys' lives where they get to 40 and they're just like, I want a truck. Really want a truck. Anybody else out there like in the truck phase of their life? kind of got, no. All right, maybe it's like a white guy thing. Because I want to put a mountain bike in the back too, and just, and go to breweries. So, okay. Anyway, so I'm trying to look for a truck, right? And for some reason, I really want like a lifted truck. Like big wheels, like, off-road vibes. I'm not gonna take it off-road, but I want to look like I've been there. So, I've been to the dealership, and, turns out they're not gonna sell me one because I guess my penis isn't small enough. Yeah, they checked right there on the floor. The sales team was impressed. So, but I really want it. I still want it, right? You want, the heart wants what the heart wants. So I talked to my wife and I say, honey, look, I really want to get this truck. I'm thinking about getting some penis reduction surgery. And she said, no. And I said, excuse me, it isn't my body, it is my choice. And she said, well, if you're gonna get a penis reduction surgery, I'm gonna get a breast reduction surgery. So I'm still driving my Toyota Yaris. And we're gonna go with that for a little while, see how that goes. Because I love some titties. But anyway. Speaking of other white trash things in my life, my wife loves bingo, to the point where she brought me to high stakes bingo with her mother once. Have you ever played high stakes bingo before? Anybody? Down in Mohegan, you play like 12 games simultaneously at a minimum. She made me get the expansion pack, which added like another 6 games on top of it. And you got a guy like an auctioneer just ripping off numbers for you, and you gotta just be on top of it. It was the most stressful 4 hours of my life, and I hated every minute of it. And I hit for 500. That's how bad it was. But recently she went to bingo with a friend of hers, where it was a drag queen bingo night, hosted by drag queens, if that wasn't obvious by the drag queen bingo night. And I just found it interesting, she goes out with her girlfriends to bingo, to a drag event, and it's just women going out to an event hosted by men dressed like they are. And I just thought, there's nothing like guys have that's similar. Like, we don't get together with our buddies and go to a place where there's women dressed up like men to like entertain us. Unless you count the WNBA. That would probably be the closest thing we have to that. But people have to watch that, so. But, yeah. My wife also recently introduced me to skinwalkers. Anybody familiar with what a skinwalker is? All right, great. This is some like creepy, like woods, like in the middle of nowhere stuff. But apparently there are these creatures that live in the Appalachian like forest. And if you're out there hiking, like, and you may hear like your name off in the distance, or you may hear somebody yelling for help. And apparently this is a skinwalker trap. They can take the form of people you know, and when they lure you in, they get you. No one seems to know what they do, but no one's ever returned from a skinwalker abduction, apparently. So, she sends this to me via Instagram. And of course, you get one video that's new, your algorithm goes, oh, let's see, here's more, here's a lot more. And so within a few hours, I was fully versed on what skinwalkers were and how to deal with them. So if you do hear your name, you're supposed to ignore it and just walk away. Because once you engage, then you're cooked. And I found one guy giving advice where he said, when you're in the woods, walking around, make sure you bring 2 bullets with you. One, to scare off the skinwalker. And the second is if he doesn't get scared, you know what to do with it. My first question was, why aren't we bringing the whole clip with us? Can we bring all the bullets that fit in the gun? Like, can we get a few shots off and make a valid attempt here? Like, what if you miss on the first shot? And I was like, do I use this one on me? Do I try again? 2 bullets seems like, what are we, like an old-timey, like rifle, 2-barrel rifle? Just walking around the woods with that? That's not creepy, right? But I was looking through the news the other day, and I saw a story about this guy that got an arm transplant. So he had, grew up, born with no arms until he was like in his 30s. And then some miracle of science doctor got him transplanted arms. Like being able to like get someone else's and just all of a sudden 30 years is gone, he's got arms now. And imagine, like think about that. You went your whole life no arms, and now you get to like hug your wife for the first time, hold your baby, or even just tie your shoes. Like imagine not tying your shoes until your 30s. Do you know what the first thing he did was, right? Roll dice, because it was an elective surgery, and his CEO was assassinated by an Italian. So he, didn't get anything covered on that. So ended up with a gambling problem too, which is real sad. And then, oddly enough, got the arms cut off by the mob because he owed so much money. So, but hey, someone's getting a Nobel Award for doing the surgery, right? And that's what matters. All right. Well, I've been Matthew Patrick. Y'all have been great. Y'all have a good night. Okay.
Matthew Patrick, y'all give him a round of applause. Clap it up for him, y'all. Matthew Patrick, clap it up for him. This story about the movie The Fugitive. I seen that movie, man. The dude with no arms and yeah, exactly. Remember, and they tried to blame it on Harrison Ford. And Tommy Lee Jones was looking for him and just, I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Exactly. That's what he said, man. That's what he said, man. Exactly. See, you remember? U.S. Marshals. Yeah. That's what it was, man. That was with Iron Man. Iron Man was corrupting it. Did y'all see these movies, or you think we just making this up? I appreciate you, man. You saying, Hey man, let me tell you something, man. It's not the fact people didn't enjoy you; they was into what you were saying. And I know how black people are, so sometimes when white people say things, you need just a little further explanation. When we say skinwalkers, we all thinking a nigga naked. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we was thinking. She said skinwalker. You're like, what was this? You know what I'm saying? My man was on his phone to his girl. I want to go to the skinwalkers. Yeah, you right. She wouldn't be like this. She got big titties, man. How much? How much? 400. That's the 400 she's supposed to be giving the girl, so I stopped tricking her. That's what it is. See how the everything is the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? Skinwalkers. Because when he said it and I said skinwalkers, I started thinking the difference between black and white porno. I said, all right, maybe that's what they call that shit. You got that skinwalker chick? You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Because you know, white people are more creative with their porn. Give it up for Luke Skinwalker. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming around, you know what I'm saying? A little joint, you know what I'm saying? And if it was gay, he'd be like, I am your father. You watching that Skinwalker porn? That's what it is, man. Because I grew up sneaking watching porn on tapes. Anybody else? I like you, man. You know, okay. Now let him be, see, that's the problem. I knew it. I knew he couldn't say shit because of you. Let that man answer. Appreciate you, boss, for being honest, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But we was creative watching it, you know what I'm saying? Because you had to, remember the counter number on the VCR? You got to make sure that number get back. Because that's how your parents knew you. It was on 694. Why my shit on 718? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the counter? All right, I'm going too deep. Because it was just different, man, because I didn't know any better until I got older to realize, okay, all right, well, white porn, it is a little more creative, because these be actual actors that didn't make it. But that's their form of acting now, you know what I'm saying? They study at Juilliard, you know what I'm saying? Be a director's cut. It's different. You know, white porn, when I was growing up, had a plot, you know what I'm saying? It had a protagonist, it had like all the elements to make a movie, a climax, literally and figuratively. Black porn was different. It was just two niggas down at Labor Ready. And it was like, look, y'all trying to make some money? Y'all too? All right, come on. Because the cinematography was different. Cameras shaking and shit and being at an angle. Like, that's when niggas really had to be in the closet before, you know, Mr. Big was like grew in the closet. You know them old school, you know what I'm saying, as far as that, man. I'm serious, man. Appreciate you, good brother. See, he laughing, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. But the school principal right here is still not with me. She was with me at first, but she can't wait to debate. She gonna do her jacket like that. Can I go work with you, young man? Like, no, women do that? We don't have no debate. I'm just telling you how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all make, because people, when you start saying stuff like, porn, I can talk to you, it's $1 billion a year industry. They act like I'm the only nigga that watched all of them. I just got all the money. It's porn every day. If you don't believe me, go on Google and type in the letter A. Ass, and all you do is type it in the letter A. That's what it is, man. Nah, man, I was watching the white porno so long, I forgot it was an actual porno. It's a true story, man. I was into it. My baby mama walked in the room together at the time. She said, "What you doing?" I said, "Shh." Like my pants was at my ankle. I had my shit in my hand. I said, "What you doing?" "Shut up, what?" "I'm trying to see who stole the diamonds." See, she's been sleeping with everybody to get the diamonds. See, I was following the whole thing. She messing up the rhythm. Black porno different because of the vulgarity, man. It just, you don't even want to ask for it. I don't know how the shops is up here, but in DC, you gotta ask for what you want. And I'm glad that we're out of that, where I can just do it on my phone now. If I get a virus, let's get a new phone. You know what I'm saying? As far as that. But I don't know, did y'all have them stores up here where you gotta ask for the movies you want? You gotta go over there, "Hey, my man, let me get all up in your ass." You're like, what? See, now what if you take that the wrong way? Like, I'm asking for a movie, sir. And it's like, hey, dog, you better take that gay shit out of here, man. No, I don't want you, man. I'm asking for a movie. And you know when people get it, hey, man, he said he want to get all up in my, I did not say I want to get all up in your ass. Did you not just say that? Because I can rewind the cameras and say, I said, let me get all up in. See, he said it again. No, the movie. So thank God. What if all up in your ass 2 came out? You know what I'm saying? Somebody come, "I'm gonna get all up in your ass too." Well, wait a minute. I see what you mean now. Because the way he said it, it ain't sound right. No, I was talking about the sequel. But you don't gotta say it like that. The sequel. That's how it was with me. I don't know. I know everybody different. I grew up in the 80s in DC where you can tell somebody was gay if they repeated what they said right after they said it. That was a sign. I don't know how it is now. Because I heard you the first time, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the gay dudes be like, "You hungry? You hungry?" I was until you asked me again. I'm straight down. Because my mama told me to watch out for dudes like you repeat it twice. Because that was just a sign. Because they had codes back then. They had to go by codes because they was getting beat up back then. You know what I'm saying? So saying it twice was always a noun with somebody. If I didn't hear what you said, sir, it's dead. Text me. Don't ask me again. Did you hear what I just said? Nope. Write it down. Let me read it. Now watch him write it twice. I had said. Look at the hell out here. That's man. No, I don't got nothing against gay people, ladies. Before y'all get together, write a letter. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be outside Lynons talking about, "Don't go in there." Let me tell you something, man. This is all I ask, man. If y'all know a woman, this woman, if y'all know a woman who becomes gay because a man do her wrong, tell her that's not right. That gotta be something you want to do. You know how women can switch sides, right or wrong, if they want to. I ain't saying you, but if they want to. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying women can do that. Let me ask the president right here. Listening to my vernacular the whole time. She waiting on me to say something out of line. Both of y'all. As soon as I use the wrong word, y'all can get together. I knew it. Let's get out of here, girl. You know they start voting. I knew he couldn't speak. If you use the wrong words, man, women box dry up. I've learned that. Y'all know somebody try to sound smart? Have you not heard somebody try to sound, and they use the wrong word, but they think it's right because they used to when they heard it. The number one word people say is this, man. If I go down to the store, irregardless, you like, what? What did you say? Irregardless of what happened. See, when people don't laugh, they don't realize because it's not a word, but they so used to saying it because it sounds smart. Irregardless of what's going on, man. I don't trust nobody irregardless. Don't say nothing twice to me, you know what I'm saying? You still do comedy, irregardless of what you just said. Here's another one. I know y'all heard this before. I know I'm saying, good brother, I know you heard it before. How many times I heard somebody say this? Hey man, let me just conversate with you. Don't you trust nobody. Have you heard it before, big dog? You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I know you have. That's why she laughing. You know what I'm saying? Light-skinned women always hear that. Because y'all you probably got him like, excuse me, sir, I'm trying to conversate. You like, what? He said, you lucky you cute, because I don't deal with nobody who want to conversate. But don't correct them, because then they get attitude. I'm just, it's Converse, and she'll get mad. Converse, I wear Adidas. I don't wear Converse. You a little slow. But them the kind of girls I used to like. I promise you, I used to defend them girls, man. I took a girl to Chili's one time and she went, oh my God. She said, can I take your order? Yeah, let me get 2 fajitas at the table. I said, whoa, what? I said, fajitas? You heard what the hell I said? The server corrected her. Fajitas, I said, my man, bring my baby back 2 fajitas, man, with the smoke and everything. Don't be trying to correct nobody. You about to mess my shit up. 2 fajitas, my nigga. Go. No fajitas. She don't know how to use a soft J with a real J. Some people just don't understand that. That's what, hey, Doc, that's why I had to start thinking with my age now. I promise you, them young girls is giving me, this is why my shit look like this ain't never coming back. My shit been like this since I was 23. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. Them young girls, man, all this will be gone, man. When she said, I almost had a stroke. I'm like, what the fuck is a fajita? I want to know, what is a fajita? I said, what you talking about right here? I said, I said in my mind, fajita. The manager came out the back and said, who want fajitas? Who want fajitas? See, that nigga said it twice. We good. We don't want your fajitas. We want straight fajitas. I don't want no rainbow sprinkled fajitas. Hello. How are you? Okay, all right. Nobody asked you all that. Just sit your ass there. Okay. She came, no, because you come up here looking around like, so y'all gonna get my award or not? I supposed to is this Lynons? I supposed to come up here in a red carpet border me because irregardless of your comedy show, that's what I'm saying. All right, you in the right spot. Bring the scripters out. Don't they say scripters? Bring the scripters out. It's another word. Bring the scripters out. I hate scripters. Here's another one. You heard this before. You know what I'm saying? Because she's still talking. See, that's why he ain't talking to you, because you be running your mouth. That's why you go see movies by herself. I got her. Because every time she say something, you be like, in your mind, you be shooting little bones like, let me hear this dude. It's kind of funny. Like, did you turn the washer and dryer off with me? He been talking at home. I get it now, but women don't think they do that, but I caught her for you. You know what I'm saying? I saw her, you know what I'm saying? She was talking to you in front, she be like, no, he funny. So light skin, you know what I'm saying, was quiet or whatever. But she talked to them man like, yeah, you gotta agree. That's how they get, yeah, you're right, yeah, all right. I swear, man, I love y'all, but y'all do that. Fellas, you ever had your girl ask you a question that is out of everybody's control? Because my mama was like that, and I've dealt with women like that. They ask you questions as if you're supposed to know. A woman will come right in here and be like, how come June put the bar there? Ask June why the fucking bar there. I'm not the architect of this. Women will do that. You too, like, thank you for being, I can't ask the women right or wrong, but I know you still with me. My mom was famous for that. Well, right up in here, how come that you put the bottles here? They, ma'am, because this is where we want the bottles. So when I finally got my own place, I couldn't wait to shut my mama shit down, doing stuff like that, coming up in here. Why you got condoms on the kitchen counter? Because I fuck on the kitchen counter. It's my apartment. This is why I like to put girls up here, so I keep condoms in the microwave, mama. Can I do this? This ain't your, this is my place. And I'm waiting for you to light that cigarette up. You taking your ass outside. But I'm your mother who gonna smoke outside. That guilt trip don't faze me. But they shooting out there. Well, puff quickly, mama, because you ain't smoking with me. I couldn't wait to get my own place. You know how black mothers are. That's why the black women ain't laughing. Y'all know how y'all are. Talk shit. This is my house. And if you don't like it, don't worry about it. Wait till I get my own. I couldn't wait. She the first person I invited her. Come on over, mama. I left shit out on purpose. I had drawers hanging up, you know what I'm saying, off my shower curtain on purpose. Why you keep your drawers here? If this where the fuck I keep my drawers, Mom. Is that all right? I would keep my drawers here. And who apartment is this? I folded my drawers. I said, and if you don't like it, I said, just not her. If you don't like it. Son, don't talk to me like that. I said, Mama, irregardless if you think that you run this or not. She started walking out. I said, Mom, let me conversate with you. Let me tell you what's going on in my place. I love you, son. The guilt trip black mom. I love you too, but come on in here and get these father towels out of me. Come on, man. I like them. You know, I made them just like you like them with a lot of onions. You know what I'm saying? Be more Pacific. That's another one. Be more Pacific. How many times you heard that Pacific? You want to help the young girls in your building, but you can't because they talk like that. Because you pro-black woman, but she be like, excuse me, Miss Montgomery, I want to be Pacific as a woman. Like, shit, I can't promote you. Because she going to embarrass you at the meeting. You know what I'm saying? This is Shaquita. Shaquita, what I've been teaching you as a woman. Okay, Miss Montgomery was like, she said, bruh, don't bust white people in the fucking head. I ain't say that, Shaquita. I didn't say that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? All right, get on up out of here, man. How long y'all been together? Because I like y'all energy. I'm picking on y'all, but I like y'all energy. How long y'all been together? Y'all give a round of applause, 13 years. Clap it up for them. How long been up? Give a round of applause for 3. Clap it up for 3. How long, light skin? That's fine. Clap it up for them. Because you know what? Couple months goes to 3, goes to 13. That's the circle of life. Because didn't y'all, what y'all at 3 years one time? And what y'all at a couple of months at one time? And I'm getting, and I feel the energy from it. Couple of months, they still fucking cars. They still just can't get enough of each other. You know what I'm saying? 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Little nasty, but you know, all of the time, she'll make excuse to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? 13, it's like, hey, whatever we schedule. Put in your schedule for the 19. We had the sex for the 19. And then put it in for the 28. You know, they got the schedule. 13 is there, they got the schedule. You understand what I'm saying? I get it, man. But not in a couple months. She more freaking than he got to go, all right, enough, man. I'm on the way here. Well, your mama going to have to see us now. She comes to the door like this, hey, Miss Jackson. And you know, black woman like, where's my son? Get my son out here. Excuse me. Hey, son. What was y'all in here doing? Mama, I told y'all keep condoms in the damn microwave. It's my house. Don't come here with that shit. She just trying to, hey, I made lasagna. No matter what you doing on the precious, mama. You got the greatest lasagna in New Haven. You need to be a New Haven cook-off for your lasagna. You know that's white with you. His mama still be like, too much salt. Man, put no salt in here. How many cheese you put in here? Because black mothers are talking. I put 3 cheeses. You should have put 5. I put 5 in here. That's what black mamas do. No matter what you say, she gonna top it. You know what I'm saying? Well, me and your son just invested in Apple. We got some stock. Should have invested in Tesla. Well, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? If you keep trying to top her stories, get out. I promise you that's what black mothers do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking, I'm just telling you my story. You understand what I'm saying? Get to know your father too. Please do. If your father wasn't around, get his side of the story. But do me a favor, take a drink or hit some weed before you go over his house. He gonna say some shit that your mom ain't gonna be God's angel no more. I went to go talk to my father. I said, you want a drink? I said, nigga, I'm 12. I think you still need a drink, bro. Take some of this E and J that's easy. You gonna need something that's gonna get you the shit out of your talk about your mama. Cause I see my mama differently from him. You know, he knows her differently than I do. To me, my mama hard working, make it happy. He ain't see it that way. To him, that was somebody who came to Lynons and they met. And they was in each other's ear. They went to the bathroom and then, bada bang, yeah. And I'm here. We ain't allowed to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I used to ask, where my father? Where my father? Is he here? But he couldn't be here because he was married. See, you know, they don't tell you shit like that, man. You knew he wasn't going to be here. Look, it happens. Song, remember? Barbara, this is Shirley. What the fuck did that song come from? It comes from somewhere. Barbara, this is Shirley. We met at Lynons, remember? But I'm telling you, know, back then they was direct. I'm tired of sleeping with your man. A woman. That was very articulate. Barbara, your man came down here for the last time, dragging his raggedy tail in here. And I know that money's supposed to be for you. Well, Shirley, you can have his ass, because old niggas have worms. One man to one. We're not allowed to say that shit like that happened. All right. That was a little intermission so everybody can get their food and drink now and get you the rest of the show. You know you always gotta have an intermission, you understand what I'm saying? All right, we only got a couple more left, y'all. Next up, coming to the stage. And let me tell you something, remember, we do this every Thursday. And I don't care what y'all say, these shows be the best shows. I don't care if it's 5 of us in here. We are having a great time. Clap it up for yourselves. So we got the regulars in here. My girl coming in, Thelma always bring her cousin, man. Like we have the OJs are regulars in here, you know what I'm saying? Count Dracula, he's a regular in here, you know what I'm saying? We be having the regulars come in here all of the time. And my girl early who picked on me, she's a regular, man. But this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We've made it comfortable that we got nothing but white comedians come through and they go tell other white people and then they don't show up with their friends looking like this. You know, because white people show up like this and they're not knowing no better, like with the eyes cut out. But they don't do that here. Then we go back, no, it ain't no meeting to take over Connecticut, an actual comedy show. And then y'all governor don't fuck with Lynons. That's how I go. And Jill can keep getting the grants to build this up. So when she passes on to her sons, it becomes a strip club. The circle of life. Y'all ain't listening. All right. They're not listening to me. I'm telling you the circle of life, man. But I swear to God, I love them. They come to every show I'm at. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all do it as well, man. Every Thursday, but I'm here every first Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I know you'll be back. I don't know about her because I picked on her, but I know you'll be back. My man said, you know what I'm saying? I had to come back another time. Act like I'm going to get some food for her, but stay a little longer. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Him and the school principal may come back. My man and the principal may come back. The principal may come back. You know what I'm saying? She gonna bring a whole bunch of girlfriends just like her. Is this the one you were talking about? Is this him right here? What if I say it twice? What if I say it twice? Oh, okay. All right. That's how I know. All right, y'all. Next up, coming to the stage, man. I need everybody start clapping right now. Everybody start clapping right now. Everybody start clapping. Let's welcome Bob Cook.
Give it up for Lawrence Owens. Give it up for everybody. Just like my high school girlfriend. Whore. Lawrence reminds me weirdly of a girl I fucked in college. But she was poor though. She didn't have $300 to throw around. She was poor. She liked the Red Sox because she couldn't afford tampons. And I was gonna eat her pussy, right? But I was on a low carb diet and she had a yeast infection. And I'm not bragging or anything, but one time I ate a girl out, she got so excited, I got